I'm at a point in my life, like, we all grew up in the streets, and we try to be better, but they labeled us felons, sent us back to jail. I had to fight against that the whole time to gain my respect and be who I am today.
Somebody $100 grand to investigate that he has nothing to do with anything with Diddy.
Man, look, you can't take back what your received.
What's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Dream chasers, nigga. I hope they forgive me for what I did with Diddy. Real street forever. Bitch, I'm the king of Philly. Chrome hearts all.
Wait a minute. So Orlando knew way more than people thought this whole time? Because unless someone has been completely checked out, they've heard the non-stop chatter about Meek Mill and his long-rumored closeness to Diddy for years now. The internet never let that topic breathe, and clips, photos, and side-eyes kept the rumors alive non-stop. There was that one video everyone remembers. Meek posted up in the pool, looking worn out, cooling off, and people instantly ran wild with their own theories. But what if that clip was only scratching the surface, and the real story runs way deeper than social media jokes and messy commentary? Now Orlando Brown just jumped straight into the mix, spilling what he claims is the real reason Meek even stayed close to Diddy in the first place. And listen, what Orlando said had people shocked, confused, and glued to their screens. According to him, this situation wasn't random, it was calculated, and it all came down to power, access, and opportunity in the music business. Things really blew up once Diddy got hit with a serious lawsuit from music producer Lil Rod, who accused him of SA in court filings.
When they're gay rappers.
They.
Do you think Meek Mill's gay?
We all know he's gay.
Who's we?
Rick Ross know he's gay.
Will make you buckle, bro. They make you buckle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, cause man, people done lost their families, bro. People done lost their kids and shit.
Everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive.
In that paperwork, Lil Rod name-dropped Meek and Usher, claiming Diddy allegedly bragged about being involved with them while dangling career advancement over their heads. Heavy accusations like that shook the whole industry. Usher stayed quiet like usual, but Meek, he snapped back hard. He took to social media and went off on black media, accusing them of pushing lies for money and clout. And when Meek crashed out online, he made sure everyone heard him loud and clear. He wrote, "I would call out any celebrity if they tried something wild with me, no pics. I would really go crazy on them. I'm from Philly, my people keep me protected in this industry. I don't mess with drugs or weird activities, and nobody would ever approach me with anything like that without the whole place getting flipped." And just like that, the debate got even louder.
But Diddy, you gave me the ooshka smash. You gave me the ooshka smuaf, the smash. Diddy. Yeah, son. You know what I mean? You gave me the ooshka smuash. I love it, yo. I love it. You gave me the ooshka smuash.
And
You know what I'm talking about, Diddy?
And people, adults, the moms, the dads, right there on Target commercials, right there on Walmart commercials, and you're looking at the people that are missing, and they're smiling like they're happy, but they're going back to hell. I just think that, people just need to realize what they're looking at when they're watching the television. Everything is right in front of you. The revolution was televised, and don't nobody.
Meek really woke up one morning and saw his name splashed across every blog like they already knew he was about to respond. And the timing couldn't have been worse. Right in the middle of him trying to shut the rumors down, more so-called receipts started flooding the internet, and the chatter went nuclear fast. One of the biggest things people couldn't stop talking about was an audio clip that began circulating online. The recording sounded intense, uncomfortable, and honestly unsettling to a lot of listeners. People online claimed it sounded like two grown men in a private situation, but what stood out most was that one voice didn't sound relaxed at all. Folks said it sounded tense, strained, and not enjoyable, which immediately raised red flags. Word on the internet streets was that the voices were allegedly Diddy and Meek. According to the person who claimed to have recorded it, the audio came from a private room during one of Diddy's infamous parties. He said he noticed them allegedly slipping away from the main event, followed after them, and decided to record what he heard.
That made it seem as if perhaps Diddy and Meek Mill has.
I mean, to each their own. And why would they not have when they're gay rappers?
They.
Do you think Meek Mill's gay?
We all know he's gay.
Who's we?
Rick Ross knows he's gay.
I didn't know. It's news to me.
Everybody, Rick Ross knows.
You think Rick Ross would sign a gay rapper?
Rick Ross knows he's gay, is what I said. Everybody know you paid me $2,000 to say that, right?
Me?
You only paid me $2,000.
Once that audio hit the blogs, social media detectives went to work instantly. People started connecting dots, pulling up old clips, and revisiting moments they once brushed off as harmless. The first thing that resurfaced was that viral video of Meek relaxing in a pool, looking drained and trying to loosen up. To make things even messier, Diddy was allegedly the one filming, thanking him and making comments that people now believe had hidden meaning. Nobody knows exactly what was meant, but the internet is convinced it was coded language tied to those party rumors. And just like that, the conversation exploded even louder. And just when people thought the situation couldn't look any messier, more screenshots started floating around that had folks side-eyeing Meek even harder. Internet detectives pointed out that he was allegedly following a niche adult-themed page on social media, and that alone sent speculation into overdrive. Whether it meant anything or not, the blogs wasted no time running with it. Then fans dug even deeper and resurfaced an old song Meek recorded years ago. In that track, people claimed he hinted at doing questionable things with Diddy, and once again, context didn't matter to the internet. The lyrics were taken, twisted, and added straight into the growing pile of rumors people were stacking against him. Now you'd think after all that noise, Meek would stay low and let the storm pass. But nah, he jumped right into the middle of 50 Cent's ongoing beef with another artist, and everyone already knew how that was going to end. 50 never misses a chance to clown someone, and Meek walked right into it. Meek fired off online, accusing 50 of acting like an informant and stirring trouble instead of minding his own business. He posted about enjoying time with family, called out negativity online, and criticized people who celebrate legal trouble in the community. The message was emotional, defensive, and clearly coming from frustration. Of course, 50 wasn't about to let that slide. He snapped back fast, mocking Meek's recent album numbers and reopening those long-standing rumors just to embarrass him publicly. And just like that, Meek's name was trending again for all the wrong reasons. 50 wasn't pulling any punches at all. He straight up told Meek that his last project only moved around 6,000 units and said he shouldn't be laid back on vacation still chasing dreams or stuck in what looked like a messy situation. He even threw in that slick line about standing by your man, saying he respected the loyalty, but the shade was loud. Meek clapped back fast, but people noticed something real quick. He only responded to the album sales jab and completely skipped over the rumors about his connection to Diddy. When it came to that part, the timeline was dead silent. Meek fired off saying, "My last project sold 90,000 first week, expensive pain. Ross only did that last album for fun to help me get out my contract because we got history and real money. It's different. LOL. I don't even know how Cuban was talking to you. Your swag is extremely whack." He laughed it off, but folks weren't convinced. And 50 still wasn't done. He went nuclear by reposting an old clip of Meek singing playfully toward Diddy at a party, then added a savage caption praising Meek for being supportive and wishing them a long life together. The sarcasm was nasty, and social media ate it up instantly. Now when it comes to Orlando Brown, he's been talking about Diddy in the industry for a long time, way before this moment. Orlando claims he's witnessed powerful executives behaving wildly inappropriately behind closed doors, using influence and promises of success to control young talent trying to break in. According to him, that dark side of the industry has been hidden in plain sight for years, and now people are finally starting to listen. But somehow, the situation took an even darker turn. During that same interview, Orlando didn't just hint around. He openly accused Diddy of crossing serious personal boundaries with him in the past. What caught people off guard was Orlando's tone. This wasn't his usual joking or chaotic energy at all. He looked shaken, uncomfortable, and emotionally heavy while telling the story, which made viewers pause. Based on what Orlando claimed, these situations allegedly didn't happen just once. He suggested repeated inappropriate behavior and said it left a lasting impact on him. People watching noticed the difference immediately, saying this version of Orlando looked hurt, not clout chasing. He also claimed that powerful figures in the industry continue to avoid consequences because there's an entire system protecting them. According to Orlando, some guardians of young talent were allegedly aware of questionable situations and still allowed it to happen because of money, connections, or promises of fame. He framed it as a deeply broken system that rewards silence. When asked directly about Meek and the rumors involving Diddy, Orlando said he wasn't shocked at all. He claimed Meek had been living openly in his own truth for a long time and suggested that grown adults making their own choices shouldn't surprise anyone. Whether people believe Orlando or not, his words added another intense layer to an already explosive situation, and the internet definitely hasn't stopped talking about it. So according to Orlando, he doesn't believe Meek was ever pressured or manipulated by the industry to be close to Diddy. In his mind, there was no career favor involved at all. Orlando claims Meek made his own choices because that's what he genuinely wanted, not because anyone held power over him, and that opinion alone had people arguing all over the internet. But Orlando didn't stop there. He went even further and randomly dragged Rick Ross into the conversation too, accusing him of being connected to what he described as a secret circle of rappers living double lives. That part really set social media off because now it felt like nobody was safe from being mentioned. As expected, the comment sections turned into pure chaos. One person wrote, "I always knew Orlando acted wild to protect himself. Once the pressure hit Diddy, I knew the truth would start spilling, and I'm here for it. Glad Orlando is back." That comment alone picked up thousands of likes. Another person said, "People have called Orlando crazy for years, but I never bought that. I always thought something traumatic happened to him and he was acting out. I don't think he's lying. I think he's finally speaking his truth, and that makes it different for a lot of viewers." So now the question is on you. Do you believe Orlando's claims, or do you think he's exaggerating for attention? And what's your take on Meek being dragged into all this chaos? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and click right here to watch the next messy video. I'll see you on the next one.